This is my plane, the way I leave her in the hangar. I try to keep the hangar clean and I try to keep the plane clean. Keeping her inside sure helps a lot. Because it gets a bit toasty here in the south in the summertime, I often complete the pre-flight inside the hangar before I pull her out to go. Today's July 27, 2024, and the weather looks okay for a flight. Since I haven't flown in a week or so, I decided to do a quickie run down to Peachtree Cab Airport and shoot a couple of touch and goes there. They merge me in with a couple of other planes in the pattern, and I make 2 landings on runway 21 right. At 3,700 feet long, it makes me appreciate the 5,000-foot runway I have at Pickens County Airport. But this flight is not what this video is about. Returning to my home airport, I pulled the plane back into the hangar. My work is not yet done. With a microfiber towel and some Plexus spray, I cleaned the canopy of the few bugs I accumulated on today's flight. When I first got the plane, I asked Vans what I should use to clean the canopy. They said, well, this is the product they use, so it's good enough for me. But that's not what this video is about. One of my airport buddies showed me this next step. I always get at least a dozen or so bugs on my wing leading edge every time I fly. The wash pad, though, it's too far away to haul a bucket of water to the hangar after each flight. But at the same time, I don't want to leave the bugs on there. I saw my neighbor Robert applying this to the wings of his RV6 one day. You can get this product in the auto department at Walmart, and a spray of this stuff on the wing and a microfiber towel works wonders to remove the dead bugs you get with every flight you make. Thank you, Robert, for this handy tip. But that's not what this video is about. For the first time in a long time, I find myself sharing the hangar with an unwelcome visitor. That is what this video is about. This guy here. I reckon he's a pigeon. I know the hangar has a lot of openings that small creatures can get through. I've had paw prints on the plane during the winter months when some 4-legged dude has come in to get out of the cold. You can't stop everything, but the least desirable roommate, in my opinion, is a bird. I've had bird poop dropping down my vertical stabilizer before, no doubt eating into the paint finish until I can clean it off. I don't see birds as fellow aviators at all. Now, this guy's afraid of nothing. I can walk right up to him and he doesn't fly away. If I wanted to, I could probably reach down and pick him up. I shoot him out of the hangar, but he just flew back in again. And while I'm standing there, he lands on the wing and walks around, his toes on the metal sounding like a tap dance. Dang. Using all I had available to me, I draped the canopy with 2 towels, hoping that would keep it from getting scratched after I've left. Then, thinking I want to make sure he doesn't try to build a nest inside the engine bay, I draped the cowling openings with a 3rd towel. Yeah, I know, I need to get some cow plugs. But for now, that's the best that I can do. Next day, I came back with some spare sheets my wife let me use. I draped these over as much of the sheet metal as I could to protect it where I can. Good news is that today there's no sign of the bird. Maybe he's moved on, hopefully for good. Now, I realize this is a first world problem. They don't worry about this in Kenya or Nairobi. However, Vans did a great job building and painting this plane, and I want to keep it as pristine as I can. It is an investment. There's one more thing. In a recent video, I told about how my home airport was getting the taxi and runway lighting upgraded to LEDs. And that's not all. Here's a welcome change too. I wasn't expecting this when I drove up to the self-serve pump. We've been using a control panel dating from, I guess, the 1980s. It had that dim liquid crystal display screen, light gray on top of dark gray. Hard to make out when the sun is shining and invisible altogether after dark. But look at this beauty. As they say, though, beauty is only skin deep. I hesitate to be critical because I really want this channel to always be upbeat. Sometimes, though, I can't help myself. Not all, but most plane tail numbers include 1 or more alpha characters. Mine has Whiskey Sierra. So one of the inputs you have to do to get fuel out of this thing is you have to enter your tail number. Whoever engineered this panel decided on a Rube Goldberg way to enter alpha characters. You see a semicircle of letters on screen, and you have to press a button to rotate the circle left or right 1 space. A different button rotates the circle 6 spaces to the left or to the right. Now once you center the desired alpha letter, you press yet another button to add that letter to the end of your tail number. Now when I see a design like this, I shake my head. Stupid, stupid, stupid. They have all this space down here for a keyboard, right next to the number pad. You could just type in the letters. But no, the design of this panel makes you do 6, 7, 8 keystrokes maybe to enter in a couple of letters. My head is exploding. I do, however, appreciate that the display is so much easier to read than the LCD display that we had before. So that's our update for today. Hope to see you again in our next episode, number 83. So long for now.